What's going on, beautiful people? It is I, your flying locomotive and faster than a speeding bolt Supercliff, coming at you live with a brand new video. And for today's majestic and fantastic video, we are back at with more Superman-esque shenanigans. For I'm talking about Superman issue number 14. Before we save the universe from the House of Brainiac and everything that is green, if you are new to the channel, then smash that like and subscribe button. That way you guys never miss out on anything that happens on this majestic channel. So what are you waiting for? Let's raise the bar and go full on Super Saiyan. Hit that subscribe button. Thus, without further ado, let's get crazy and suit up like heroes with Superman issue number 14. Alrighty folks, so our story begins with Superman and Lobo battling throughout Hardcore Station, which by the way, it's a simple name, but Hardcore Station kind of sounds pretty badass. Anyways, and so while these two titans are duking it out, General Chaco and the other members of Bad Blood are watching as if a UFC match in space is currently underway. Now, given their battle will more likely, take out the station, Superman does what he should do. No, not in Man of Steel. Our hero takes the battle outside. Now, in doing so, Superman is asking Lobo the question, hey, why are you doing this? Why are you teaming up with Brainiac? He sucks. You know that he's just messing with you. Come on, Lobo, you're cool. Why, don't do this, please. However, Lobo retorts saying that he's done with living life by himself. He wants to be a leader. He wants to be around other people like him. Thus, leading Bad Blood will give him exactly that. A family. Something he's never had. And with that, using his chains, Lobo manages to capture Superman. And now they are all en route to deliver Metropolis's golden boy to Brainiac. Switching over to Skull Ship, we pick up with Supergirl and LexLuthor falling into the not-so-bottled city, now revised city of Kalu, which has now been supersized and now sits on top of Brainiac's ship. Now, fortunately, despite Kara not having her super abilities at full level, she has enough where she's able to save herself and Lex from getting smashed against the pavement, or whatever futuristic material aliens use these days. And so while the pair flee throughout the city, Supergirl asks Luthor about why he was helping Brainiac, to which he tells her that, during the Justice/Doom War, aka the Scott Snyder Justice League era, Lex had entered Brainiac's mind and saw that there was holes within his stockpile of knowledge. Gaps in his knowledge are basically driving Brainiac insane, as his mind has filled them with knowledge of how to create something terrifying and powerful. From there, Luthor insists that he's really reformed, and that he was trying to sabotage Brainiac's efforts from creating the creature. Suddenly, the pair are cornered by Brainiac's variants along with some drones, but luckily they are saved by Brainiac 2 and Liz Drox. Brainiac 2 says that they need to join up with the rest of Brainiac's descendants in the city, where they can then take the fight directly to Brainiac Prime. Picking up in the main chamber on board the ship, Brainiac variants load the Superman family along with reformed villains Parasite and Livewire into pods lining against the walls. And at the same time, Lobo and Chaco arrive with Superman, also handing him over to Brainiac Prime, who places him in the last pod. Brainiac then tells Superman that he's beginning to understand how Superman draws strength from his family. And while that's happening, cables extend from the pods and connect to each and every one of them, to which Brainiac then wires himself into a machine. The machine then painfully draws energy from all of them and feeds it through Brainiac into Brainiac Queen, who rises from the table. General Chaka says that the deal is complete and that the remaining Caesarians are now going to leave. But Brainiac, as he is the ultimate deal breaker, says that he needs one more thing from them. The House of Lobo, who expected Brainiac to betray them, square off for a fight. But the Brainiac Queen swiftly and brutally massacres every single one of them. And even Lobo is like, holy shit, that's insane. From there, she absorbs their life force as fuel. And before the comic book ends, Brainiac asks the Queen what she needs. And she replies by saying, more power. And that, folks, was the end of Superman, issue number 14. And thank you guys for checking out my video, as it truly, truly means the world to me. So I've said this before in many other videos, in terms of comic book events, I hate them. They don't mean anything. They're just shitty stories, like CGI action, but with no authentic, groundbreaking content. They also disrupt the readers and their books, which is very annoying. However, this event, House of Brainiac, is a Superman-centric event. These books won't affect, Tom King's Wonder Woman or Chip Zdarsky's Batman. They are strictly Superman contained. So basically the main Superman ongoing and Action Comics, which JoshuaWilliamson is writing, currently both. Action Comics for the duration of this event. Now, again, the comic does everything right. The story is progressing well, things are happening. Now, I said this in my previous video, but I'm gonna, touch on it again. Comic book storytelling least for the big two, DC and Marvel, one of the issues that these companies have with their stories is the lack of danger or worry for the reader immersing themselves in the story. Like, hey, in this issue, Captain America dies, but wait, 5 issues later, he comes back. The Justice League are dead, but wait, they aren't, because they survived. Comics keep doing this over and over again. Heck, Miss Marvel, I believe, was like the latest example. Oh, she's dead, but fuck you, she's alive. Like, there's no more stakes. And in terms of comic book, events, the outcomes that happen, they don't last long. Therefore, when something major happens, you, the reader, aren't worried because, a few months later, the status quo will return. Things just get easily fixed. Now, there's a difference between enjoying a status quo that's been worked on for years, like Peter Parker being married to Mary Jane, and something stupid as fuck is like Miss Marvel abruptly getting killed off because she's now a mutant. Here's the thing. Comic book fans, we love good storytelling, like any person does, but we want the transitions of the status quo to feel organic and feel earned. And I feel like when the big two do these big abrupt events to just change a thing because they don't like it anymore, it ruins the organic and the immersiveness that us readers have for these characters. And I think that's a problem in comics, especially the big two. I don't see that changing anytime soon, but I feel like, modern readers are kind of getting to that point where they're like, all right, this is fucking stupid. Like, what's the point? So, it's just something I just want to kind of like provide, initiate the conversation, how I think events and just the sudden, like, bam, something happens is really ruining comics. Now, in terms of this comic, it's good. If you're enjoying JoshuaWilliamson's Superman run and you're enjoying this event, you're going to like this issue. It does nothing to offend you at all. But yeah, it's just something I just want to like bring out. Comic events, unlike Civil War, Secret Invasion, they just suck now because there's like 5 of them each year for each of the fucking big two. It's just like, hey, maybe we should just calm down a bit. I don't know. So yeah, as always, I'm your majestic Sarah of Words, Supercliff. And if you guys are new to the channel, then do me a solid by smashing that like and subscribe button, and also the notification bell so you'll never miss out on an upload, and so you'll always be kept up to date with your favorite top tier comics happening in the comic book world. Now tell me, what are your thoughts and opinions on this issue? Are you guys excited for more of House of Brainiac? Do you agree with me that the amount of events we're getting from both Marvel and DC can be a bit adding event fatigue? Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. And until the next video, peace. Giggity goo.